Sorry for the interruption. I think some problem came up. So, in 2013, when Narendra Modi was declared in September 2013, that he is the candidate for Prime Minister candidate from the BJP side, I was very happy. I thought at least a party which is not worked for OBCs for a long time, that is actually they opposed the reservations in many times. That is in 1993 they organized strikes against these reservations. In 1998 when the Congress government has given in education the reservations by Mr. Arjun Singh, they again opposed it, and they are now opposing the caste-wise census also. They said, Mr. Kishan Reddy, our own person, he has said in the Rajya Sabha that they are not interested to do caste-wise census, nor to publish the caste-wise census made by the Congress party in 2011. And likewise, the Social Justice Minister announced in Lok Sabha also. So, they are against caste-wise census. See, caste-wise census, why it is required? I will tell you. The caste-wise census is required that in many judgments, the Supreme Court has said, if a state government or central government has got caste-wise census, quantifiable data, caste-wise census, that is contemporaneous empirical data, they can definitely increase the reservations beyond 50%. That is 50% what has been imposed. The limit imposed by the Honorable Supreme Court has been relaxed if they have got caste-wise census. That's why, see, the BJP never actually was in favor of backward classes reservations. And S.Ts they cannot oppose because it is already in the constitution. Here it is Article 340. There it is 338. So once 338 was given, that also was removed also by Mr. Narendra Modi and diluted it. So what happened, what I am going to request you people all is that caste-wise census, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, I don't know, he has really got into his mind, his brain, that he always, everywhere he goes, he says caste-wise census is very essential because he rightly understood the problem. That is, in employment, the backward classes, though it is a big chunk of group in India, near about 52%, they are really representing only 12%, 10%, 6%, and in the highest level, IAS level, only 6%. So, he might have understood the problem, what it is. So, the upper caste, what are 15%, they are occupying near about 80% to 90% vacancies in IAS and IPS and Group 1 everywhere. So, this is the actually issue. In education also, because of this central government, Mr. Arjun Singh took it as a reservation policy. Even the education also reservations are to be implemented for the backward classes. Really, they did a lot. And Congress really, you see, since the beginning, I am not a Congress fellow. Mr. Rajsekhar Reddy, the public leader actually, is called as a public leader. Though he has offered me MLC and as well as cabinet rank in 2009, I did not go because I don't want to work for any party. Why? Because they are all ruled by upper caste, and if I join that means a person who is sincerely want to fight for the cause of backward classes reservations and backward classes upliftment will go into drain. Again, you have to listen to the dictates of those political bosses. That's why I did not go. That is the only reason. Otherwise, I would have also got ministry and the central minister and all the things. And I would have become much more earlier as a chief minister of any state than Narendra Modi ji. It is not like that. You see, it is only a principle. See, once we have devoted for the backward classes upliftment, we have to stick to that. We have to stuck to that, and we have to see that development is being taken place for the backward classes. That is the sincerity what I expect from any backward class leader. But what happened? Now every leader, most of the leaders are getting compromised. They need not compromise. They have got their strength. They all together, they must come together and fight for the reservations of the backward classes and for the upliftment of backward classes and development of the backward classes. Now you see, now Lok Sabha elections are coming. Now you see, earlier they kept Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee as a Mukut of the BJP. And on his, because he is a democratic, more democratic than other persons, he was put forward and they achieved the government. And again, Mr. Narendra Modi was brought in. Why? Because he is OBC. So on the name of OBCs, all OBCs got together. Narendra Modi ji is coming being a OBC. He will do definitely upliftment and development of backward classes. And we felt, we were very happy and supported him en masse in 2018 and 19. 2019, why we supported? 2014 we supported. 2019 we repeated. Why? Because he has given statutory status to NCBC and he has, for subcategorization of 27% of backward classes, 27% reservations in central government for backward classes, he has appointed Rohini Commission. We thought he is doing something good for the backward classes. He is thinking, yes, backward classes has to get developed because 27% giving to, without giving any categorization, that is ABCD subcategorization, some castes which are powerful, dominant, and in North India, like Yadavs and Kurmis, and like that, Kushwas, they only get all the chunk of reservations. You see, that's why we thought, yes, it is like states, the central government also must do subcategorization. But he really appointed Rohini Commission, nothing has come out because Justice Rohini might have definitely asked for the caste-wise census. Otherwise, how can she do it for backward classes, reservations? Subcategorization, how can she decide the percentage of subcategorization? She cannot decide because it has to be in proportionate to the population and the backwardness, social backwardness and educational backwardness. So, once caste-wise census is not there, what is the percentage she has to give? She cannot give. That's why I think that report has been shelved by Mr. Narendra Modi. So, what I am telling you people, what I am appealing to all the backward classes, S.Ts and S.Ts and minorities, you should not actually, what happens, think twice before you vote and whom to vote. If at all you want to vote for the development of and upliftment of backward classes, you must vote this time for Congress only. Because since very beginning, the Congress only did more to backward classes than anybody else, any other party. See, even the UP parties like Lalu Prasad Yadav's party, RJD, and as well as SP and Mayawati's party, they did not do anything for the backward classes. See, you tell me, have they got local bodies reservations, they limited to 27%, whereas in Andhra Pradesh we have given 34%. Huh? And Lalu Prasad Yadav also is like that. They only did for Mahila bill, they wanted actually Mahila sub-quota. That's all. They fought only for that purpose, not for the educational upliftment and social upliftment of backward classes. Total entire backward classes. That's why BJP, they give each seat for all the backward classes, every one seat for every community in 2017. And they defeated Mr. The alliance of Congress and SP. Why? Because they tried to give political power to the backward classes. That is why exactly. So now also Congress party must actually give every state, see, a dominant, a backward classes is there. Suppose one seat, 2 seats, like that, according to their, proportionate to their population. They must allot seats, MLA seats and MP seats in each state and in each constituency. And if at all a small caste is there, so they must be given nominated posts. some chairman of the corporation, this and that, and they must bring into the political arena all these backward classes people, whichever whether they have got the strength, numerical strength, or they don't have numerical strength, you must bring them up. So some political, because what happened, political power is the main criteria for the upliftment of backward classes, social upliftment of backward classes. See, once the political power has come, and definitely the people will always praise them. So you give every time social upliftment to the backward classes by nominated posts or by allotting seats in the MLA, legislative council, as well as legislative assembly and Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. Then automatically they will get uplifted. That's what Mr. Narendra Modi could have done it for these 10 years. But what happened, he did not do anything, he did not go towards this direction. He only supported the upper caste like Adani, Ambani, Tata, Birla and all these things, because he wanted actually funds for his party's development and fighting the political power. So that is not the actually, see, he should have been more remembered for the downtrodden and socially and educationally backward people. Why? Because he did, if he does something good for the people, why Mr. Ambedkar, Dr. Ambedkar is remembered by all the people? Why Sahu Maharaj is remembered by the backward classes? Why Jyotirao Phule is remembered by the backward classes? Why Narayan Guru is remembered by the backward classes? Because they really worked for the upliftment of the backward classes and for social and educational upliftment of backward classes. But Mr. Modi ji, though he is OBC, some people say that he is not OBC, but he is OBC because what happened, I give the clarification here. In 1997, the National Backward Class Commission, see, we represented so many castes are in the states the backward, whereas in the center their names did not come into the backward class list. Therefore, the National Backward Class Commission took the surveys in each and every state, and they find certain castes which are there in the state government list are to be reflected in the central government list, OBC list. Definitely they are downtrodden, they are socially and educationally backward, they found out, and they included certain castes throughout the country. They have included certain castes, and thereby the list has been increased. So like that, the Ganla Tirugula caste in Andhra Pradesh, United Andhra Pradesh, that time, in the Marathas, Thelis and Maharashtra, and like that Sahus and Gujarat Thelis and Rajasthan Thelis are got included in the OBC list. That does not mean that Narendra Modi got included that. It is not that. So, you see, he is not OBC from the very beginning means, definitely it is correct, but I am also not OBC from the very beginning. Like that Yadavs also are not OBCs from the very beginning in the OBC list. But it was included later. See, who has included? Narendra Modi got included. It is included by the National Backward Class Commission. Therefore, what I appeal, let us not propagate what is not correct, what is not truth. Let us propagate, actually, he failed to do any development, any social upliftment, any development of backward classes, and he is continued to neglect backward classes of his own class. And we see, once caste-wise census is done, why they are upper castes are appointed, why RSS is afraid of this caste-wise census is that if at all caste-wise census comes, we know what is our strength and we know what is our percentage of votes, and then we demand that our percentage should be increased in all that, and we must get our quota in finance as well as education and employment everywhere. So that is what they are afraid of, because they are occupying now 70 to 80% positions in, though they are 15%, they are occupying 80% of all education, employment as well as the industry everywhere. Everywhere they are only there. That's why the struggle is going on between the backward classes, S.Ts and S.Ts, and the upper caste. See, the struggle goes on. And I want to appeal all the backward classes, S.Ts and S.Ts, please put a stop to this. And you must get united and defeat these forces which are supporting only upper caste, not the downtrodden, and not the S.Cs, not the S.Ts, not the B.Cs. See, once the caste-wise census is done, we will get our reservations in education, employment, as well as in local bodies, everywhere proportionate to our caste-based census, we will get our reservations, and that is what Supreme Court has said. So please listen, please take my appeal sincerely and see that this time you decide a right party to come into power. That too, I support, though I am not a Congress fellow, I have not voted for Congress for many years. I voted only this Revant Reddy's leadership I have voted here this time. I voted Congress only this 2023 I voted for Congress. Till such time I never voted for Congress. But I am sincerely appealing to all of you people, please vote for Congress and get it powered in the center so that SCs, STs and backward classes, definitely their life will be developed and they will get upliftment in education and employment as well as in local bodies, and in the political power also they will get their share, and so that they will definitely develop it. Thank you very much. I feel that you have satisfied my appeal. I am thankful to all of you people.